The Last of Us Part 2 is less than 1 month away, and I should be super excited. I love The Last of Us. It's one of my favorite games of all time, and a lot of people around the world share that same feeling. I mean, it's regarded as one of the best games ever made. I cherish that game. I love Naughty Dog, and I think that they're one of the best studios making games today. But something has gotten in the way of my excitement. You know, instead of feeling completely enamored that we're less than 1 month away, I find myself feeling, a little worse for wear, a little green around the gills, as some of the old timers would say, or as I should say, soon to be COVID statistics. Sorry, Grandma. But something's gotten in the way of my excitement. Something's been holding back my passion for this game, and that's fucking leaks. And we're gonna talk about it. Also, you're probably wondering what Halo 2 has to do with this, and the answer is nothing. That's just what I've been playing lately, and that's what I have an abundance of footage of, so, while I talk about The Last of Us Part 2, you're just gonna have to see some Halo 2 gameplay footage, and you should be fine with that, because it's the best Halo that there is, and that's all I have to say about that. Anyways, back to the matter at hand. First and foremost, I'd like to say that I will not be spoiling the game in any way, shape, or form. I'm still very upset that the game was spoiled for me, and I'd hate to be the asshole that spoils it for someone else, so don't worry, we won't be getting into any specifics about the leaks at all, and you will not see anything more than what you've seen in the trailers. I'd also like to ask that you don't seek out any spoilers for yourself, because that's kind of the whole point of this fucking video. Leaks are a common occurrence in the video game industry. They happen all the time. It can happen for any reason to any game, and it sucks. They can happen for a large multitude of reasons, from hackers trying to make a name for themselves, assholes looking to get a ransom, or disgruntled employees out for blood. One thing that all leaks have in common, though, is that they ruin the shit out of the game for anyone who's anticipating it. Now, I've seen some people online saying things like, "Thank God this game leaked. I've saved myself $60, or $90 if you live in a country like mine that has a premium on video games. RIP my wallet." And this, in the instance of The Last of Us Part 2, is bullshit. It's a garbage take. And that is because context is everything. That is a sentiment that I live by in all aspects of my life when it comes to anything. Politics, philosophy, all that stuff. Context is super important. If I were to take the basic bullet points from any sort of TV series, movies, games, anything, and just rattle them off to you, most of them would sound dumb, even if they're amazing. And to prove that, I'm going to give you a specific example. I'm going to give you an example of a TV series that is critically acclaimed and widely loved by lots and lots of people, myself included. Are you ready? Here we go. It's a show about a high school chemistry teacher who, upon getting diagnosed with cancer, decides to make meth. And with his chemistry know-how, he makes the best meth in the whole wide world. It's super pure and it sells like hotcakes. He becomes so good at selling meth that he becomes a drug kingpin and he wears a fucking fedora. Also, his brother-in-law is a cop and he's kinda onto him, but he doesn't know for sure, and his partner is an addict. Whoopsie. Sounds like a fucking sitcom.
WW. I mean, who you figure that is, yeah? Willy Wonka? Walter White?
You got me.
In fact, it sounds pretty dumb, right? So you can imagine how people felt when they read the plot points of Naughty Dog's upcoming game. Many people were outraged. They shouted from the rooftops they had canceled their pre-orders, vowing to never again purchase this game, unless, of course, it comes on sale later because a deal's a deal. What am I going to do, not play the game? Like, I'm going to play it eventually. I've seen thumbnail after thumbnail, video after video on YouTube of people just shitting on this, saying that they've ruined, Naughty Dog has ruined the game that they love, the franchise that they love so much. Criticizing a story, not even a full story, just snippets of a story that they haven't yet experienced, and to me, that's just fucking crazy. What makes the situation more crazy to me, though, is the complete 180 that everyone must have taken once they've denounced this game and canceled their pre-orders, because you enjoyed the first game enough to pre-order this one, which means you must like the first game, right? Well, I don't know if you know this, but it's the same studio that's making The Last of Us Part 2. The people that made The Last of Us Part 2, they're the same ones that made The Last of Us. Yeah, they're the same people. This sudden memory loss that's just spread across the globe should be a fucking medical anomaly. It should be a front page story discussed on news stations across the country. I mean, these are developers that you obviously love. It's the same studio that made the first game. I mean, are we whoopsie doodle misremembering that the studio hasn't made a bad game in like over 15 years? I mean, maybe ever. I haven't played really old Naughty Dog games, so maybe those games are good too. And yet, you read the plot points of an unreleased game, you see some unreleased clips that could very well have changed slightly. Yes, they look very finished, and this is probably what you're gonna get. Either way, this studio is one of the best studios ever, and you loved their work from the first game that they made, and they said at the time that they would not make a sequel unless they felt the need to expand their universe, to tell another story that they felt was worth telling. It's I don't know, it's crazy to me. It's crazy to me. I just wanted to rant a little bit. The video might not even really have a point when I put it all together. I don't know. We'll see. But you know, it's been a while since I made a video, and this is something that I felt kind of passionate about. So even if it is just me screeching like a baboon for 10 minutes, then it is what it is, you know. And it is probably just a small select few that are screeching, as with every controversy that happens on the internet. Something that I need to remind myself of, because holy fuck, I fall for it every time. Fucking Twitter is the worst, and yet I'm still on there active every fucking day. So that's it. Don't read spoilers on the internet, please. It's not good for you. It's not good for anyone. It's not gonna do anything but cause you, I don't know, heartbreak? Is that too dramatic for video games? Probably, but if it's something you love, don't ruin it for yourself. That's all I gotta say, you know? That's all she wrote, or he wrote. I wrote it. I mean, I'm the one who wrote it, so I don't know why I said she, but I've been playing the shit out of Halo 2. That's a lot of fun. I can't believe I'm playing Halo on a PC. What a cool fucking world we live in. I mean, it's on fire, and everyone's dying, but, you know, how cool is that? I'm playing Halo on PC. I think I might start making more videos more regularly. I took a bit of a break there. I say break, but I've only ever made 5 videos, so it's not really much of a break. It's kind of par for the course, but, you know, you best believe I'm going to have a Last of Us review, something to say about that when that comes out. Sure to be amazing. Aside from that, patiently waiting for one of my friends, another content creator on the interwebs, to complete the first Halo so that we can play it together. Not mentioning names. Also, did you see that Ghost of Tsushima trailer? Because holy shit, that looks good.